the Sportscast, February 16th, 2022. If you haven't yet, please subscribe in all our channels, twitch.tv, YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. And if you're listening on Facebook, please leave a rating and a review. It will help us out tremendously. You could also listen to us on your smart speaker. Also visit our website, thesportscast.net, and you can download our app, The Sportscast for iOS. The Champions League round of 16 began this past week. Exciting games, of course, to kick off in February, which I don't think it's the first. I think it's happened usually at this time of year. And today we have a first-time guest, a man that I met in church, Andre Marquez.
Yes,
welcome
sir.
to the Sportscast.
Thank you, Santi. Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Thanks for coming. So, Andres, tell me a little bit about yourself and your background with football.
Sure, mate. My name is Andre. I'm from Brazil. I was born in the capital, Brasilia, but I've lived in Rio for a long time. Background football, mate. I think every Brazilian start playing football as we grow up. As a child, we play futsal. Something that's not common around. I actually played a lot of futsal growing up. Through Brasilia, through Rio. And then I think everyone that plays futsal wants to go up to football, 11v11. And that's what I did. Spent a lot of time with the Fluminense Academy. I'm not sure if you know about it.
Yeah, of course.
And,
huge club in Brazil.
yes, but my team is actually Vasco da Gama, my club. So and prior to my 18s, I've tried I'd done some tryouts, and one of the teams when I was 18 was the club that Ronaldo came from, Madureira, or Phenomenon Ronaldo.
The original Ronaldo.
The original one, mate. I'm not talking about the Cristiano, but today he scored. I was like, things in Brazil for you to be a pro football player is that they're kind of difficult. So it didn't go well. So I got all my skills and my journey with football to go back to study. Went to the U.S., came to the U.S. as a student athlete for a university. That's how I could get my diploma through football, through soccer. So, yeah. Now here I am.
Yes, and here you are in Miami, in Doral. As Andre was saying, Brazil is very competitive with football or soccer. The best players come from Brazil. And, of course, as he mentioned, Ronaldo, one of the greatest, led Brazil to a 2002 World Cup win. Which, before we recap Champions League, Andre, which Brazilian national team was the greatest of all time?
Which Brazilian national team or national club or national team?
No, team like Brazil World Cup. Which one was the best?
Mate, Santi, that's a very good question, mate. We have, quite a few teams, very good, in a very good shape through, the 90s. 2002 was a big one, man. We got Ronaldinho, we got Ronaldo, Adriano. Not Adriano at that time, but
Rivaldo.
Rivaldo was there. Roberto Carlos in the left back, Cafu or captain. It's just, man, I looked to the national team nowadays, and oh my God, the only thing you have is Neymar. I mean, not talking bad about the other ones, but it's not the same, But if I was to pick one, believe me or not, I'll go with the '94 World Cup.
That was a good team.
'94 World Cup.
Romario and Bebeto.
Romario, I had Bebeto. That team.
Cafu was in that team as well.
Huh?
Cafu was also in that team.
I believe so. Yes, but it wasn't a starter, I think.
No, it
And
wasn't. He came in as a
ah
sub
man,
in the final against Italy. And of course,
yeah.
Ronaldo OG was in that team, but he was only 17.
And still, he was massive for that World Cup. Ah, good times, go times.
Yeah, I mean, the debate, of course, is that 1970 team with Pelé was also one of the great Brazil teams that they beat Italy 4-1 in Mexico. That's very debatable. But that 2002 team, I
Oof.
definitely might have to edge them out. Anyways, we can talk Brazil all day. All right, let's go into the recap. The first game was a good kickoff to the Champions League round of 16 was PSG against Real Madrid. Mbappe scored in the 93rd minute in injury time, and Mbappe that is who is proceeding to move to Madrid in June sometime. Andre, what were your thoughts over this match?
Man, this match was good. It was good to watch, especially because you have this Mbappe situation trying to go to Madrid. And putting myself in his position, it's you have to play your best because you're playing against the team that you actually want to go for to play. So it may you and he did it. Scoring a goal 93 minute, like about to, and he scored a massive goal, and it was a beautiful goal too.
And a few minutes before that, Lionel Messi missed a penalty kick. It could have been 1-0, possibly 1-1 game. What happened there with Messi?
Mate, that's one very interesting thing, Santi, because you have Messi playing not very well. These past matches he played for, and you have Cristiano Ronaldo playing so good for Manchester United. So I don't know, mate. It might be time for Messi to just wind down. His knees might bother. Of course, we all want to know Messi as we know Messi, but you know,
He probably needs to hang up the hoop boots soon.
maybe soon. I would say Messi. What? Messi's what? 34.
About 34, yeah. I think
Uh, give him
probably
three
leaning
or
towards 35, I would say. Neymar came into the game in the second half and changed things around. Neymar still has it, right, Andre?
yes. I would say from those three that past years were the top three. I think Neymar is actually, despite the injury, he's in a very good shape, man. He has everything to be the best player in the world. The thing is, he has a lot of issues with his private life, and we all know that by now. But Neymar is still a good player, game-changing player. You see, he was how many months out of the field, and then he comes in Champions League. I mean, of course, with his experience, he doesn't feel any pressure. But first, first touching the ball, passes through two, three, and then creates a play. He's a very good player, man.
Great group player. PSG had 57% of ball possession. Casemiro, he's the only Brazilian left in Madrid, right?
Well, we still have Vinny Jr.
That's right. Big time. Future of Brazil. The next Neymar.
Yeah, Rodrigo Goes. That one too. Shout out for him. And but not we put a lot of um, time to see Vinicius Jr. grow up in Flamengo and Rodrigo Goes as well. And fact is, they're still young. They're still young. They have a lot to learn. And honestly, let's see how high they can fly. But Madrid didn't play a very bad match. Um, I just think PSG was a better team overall. PSG, man, this year they have everything to win, man. It has to be PSG's time for winning the Champions League. I'm supporting PSG, not only for Neymar or because of my Brazilian side, but I do want to see PSG winning finally.
Yeah, I agree. It's been a team that's been in process of trying to win a championship, And I think, with Mbappe potentially being his last season at PSG, he might be going out in a flash. So we'll see what happens in the next upcoming weeks. The next game will be until March 5th. Let's go to the next game. Man City, who also needs to win now, just like PSG, they beat Sporting CP from Portugal, your motherland, 5-0. 2 goals by Silva, a goal by Marquez and Foden, and also Sterling at the 58th minute. 54 ball possession. Sporting CP had no chance, but Man City is looking powerful.
Man City, I love Pep Guardiola, man. I love him, love him. I think nowadays he's the best coach, he's the best manager out there. And, Bernardo Silva was about to score a hat-trick, actually. And, he was just unfortunate to have his third goal offside, I think. But, no, Man City, what a great match. 5-0, assured to win. Pep's way to play, everything its own time, on touch. That's very good to see, man. Another club from Pep Guardiola that, has been changed. Very good, very good.
Yeah, and of course they have Gabriel Jesus, which what I realized about this Man City squad, they don't need a striker or number 9. Do you agree?
No, I do. That's Pep's way to play, man. He literally changes center backs into fullbacks and strikers to center mids or offensive mids. And he plays a lot through the wide, so it's a very interesting way to play, man. I love Pep.
Yeah, Pep,
huge fan.
Which is like the only thing he's missing is the Champions League. Do you think he has enough to win it this year?
For the Man City, might be a very good finals. And the Man City against PSG.
That would be the classic.
Ah.
That would be a very good game, and I think both teams need it. I don't want to see a Bayern Munich go, but we'll talk about them a little bit later. All right. My team, Liverpool, beat Inter Milan 2-0. A goal by your man Firmino, which you're very familiar with, and Mo Salah. Man, this team is full of stars. 54 ball possession. Liverpool's looking good. I think, of course, they're down about 10 points in Man City for the Premier League, but I think Liverpool's a strong team in the Champions League, but Inter Milan, didn't really show up. What were your thoughts over this match?
Mate, honestly, if you record very good what you asked in the group we have, what will be the score for Liverpool and Inter Milan? And I said, what I said? I said 2-0, mate.
2-0, you did.
0 Liverpool. Huge fan of Klopp as well. Very good coach, very good manager. And Firmino just keep playing his very good football despite the starting in the bench, and he's just consistent. I like Liverpool, man. I like the way Fabinho plays. Not just to talk about Brazilian players, but they're key. They're key for this team, man. Fabinho plays very good, and Robertson so good.
Yeah. Yeah, and of course, Inter Milan, one of the best from Italy, not pulling forward. Keep in mind, the away goals this year don't count as much as last year, so they're all equal.
That is true. And I don't know, mate. I see the Italian teams trying to resurge in this scenario we have today, but honestly, I don't think they won't be the same as, back there with Sidorf, Kaká, Pirlo, and then Adriano and
Ronaldo,
and Ibrahimovic on Inter. Oh, those are good times as well.
Yeah, exactly. So maybe not this year. I know that Atalanta, I think they're out, but Inter Milan for sure is, I think, the only Italian team left. But not looking good because things go back to Anfield next month. Let's go to the other one. Salzburg tying Bayern Munich 1-1. A goal by Adamu from Salzburg. Then Coman equalizes at the 90th minute. Bayern Munich won the Champions League about 2 years ago. What were your thoughts over this match, and what do you think about Bayern Munich?
Man, Bayern Munich has a strong team. They've been playing very good for years now, and now they have this squad that actually they feel the presence. The other teams feel the presence. Whenever Bayern goes in, to play, they feel the pressure. But 1-1 must it was a tough match, I would say. We see Lewandowski not playing that good. Is that right?
Correct. He did not really show up much, which is a very important. He's a very important player for Bayern Munich, which is interesting. Which you thought he should have won the World Player of the Year last year, right? Ballon d'Or.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Honestly, he's been in shape, man. He's been for quite a while actually. The only thing I would say, Kente, is that since we lost 7-2, 7-1 against Germany on the World Cup. Man, I don't take German teams.
What happened to that game? Was it Brazil tired or Germany was far superior?
It was a mix of feelings, injuries. Neymar got injured, and honestly, immaturity. I don't know, man. Everything kind of. Ugh. Don't even talk about that, cause if not, I start to cry, and we don't want me crying in front of him.
Time for emotional games, but yeah, Salzburg, Bayern Munich 1-1. Things head back to Bayern Munich. But from all the games, I'm looking at this, Bayern Munich. Do you think they're in trouble? Do you think Salzburg is the real deal, or do you think they'll take care of business in Munich?
I bet on Bayern Munich taking care of business. They have a strong team, stronger, and when the pressure comes, I think the most experienced and valued players they show up, especially when we're not talking about final or semi-final. So I think they'll come and do the job.
Totally agree. As I fix my microphone, apologies. Yes, Bayern Munich definitely is in a little bit of a tight spot, but of course, when you get back home, things get a little bit loosened up. Bayern Munich, the only Brazilian player that I remember they're playing there was Douglas Costa. Do you remember that?
Mate, I remember him. He didn't do much for a national team, but I'll tell you what, there is a guy before him. He played center back. His name was Lucio. Lucio was a great center back, man. Lucio was.
I remember him. He was a defender.
Yeah. Yes. Humble guy. He's from the same city I am.
He was a Christian, wasn't he?
Humble guy. So such a good player. Such a good player. I remember him because he would not only be a good defender, but whenever he would get the ball, he will be starting to dribble every one of them, the strikers and midfielders of the other team, and just passing the ball to giving an assist to a goal. He was a very good player.
Very good player. And you know something? Talking about the Brazilian defense, this might be one of the best Brazilian defenses I've seen in a while. We've seen Thiago Silva, Marquinhos. Like the bench is deep, and Thiago Silva's 36. Andre, do you think this guy can stop anytime soon?
Well, honestly, he's playing a very good football, mate. And we also have Dani Alves. Dani Alves was on the list for this
Barcelona team. He played for with Brazil this past qualifiers. Do you think he's going to the World Cup?
We might need him. We might need him. Why not? We see. The training condition is different today. We see a game that's played in a smaller field, if I would say. We play the game quick, with the ball quick. We don't run that much anymore. So that's good for the more experienced players. If they have it inside them, they can play for a little longer. So we see Dani Alves playing a very good football. He scored one of these matches for Barcelona. And we have Thiago Silva just captain on Chelsea, and I see them going to the World Cup. Why not? We need experience.
You know something? He might be taking what Tom Brady's taking. And Tom Brady's married to a Brazilian, Giselle, which is very. which is very popular in Brazil, right?
Yeah, Gisele was Miss Universe. Oof, she's beautiful and such a humble person as well. Such a good important person as we're talking about national popularity.
Exactly. Well, anyways, that was Champions League week 1. There's more games next week, and I'd love to hear Andre what he thinks. Let's go for the first game predictions. Lille at Chelsea. Chelsea is the Champions League defending champion. Do you think Chelsea can beat Lille? And what do you think about that match?
Definitely, Chelsea's actually ready to go up once again and win. The Champions League. For me, Chelsea's been playing very good. They're consistent. The defense. I remember these past 2 years. I know Kepa was the keeper, and then the what's his name? The other guy came in, and was more consistent. But I think now Chelsea actually got a very good defensive shape, which is important. So I think Chelsea has everything to win against Lille.
Exactly. And Chelsea beat Palmeiras, which you're very familiar with, last weekend in overtime. Was it 2-1, right?
2-1, 2-1.
What were your thoughts over that match?
Mate, honestly, I couldn't watch that match, but I heard from what I heard from friends that support Santos is that Chelsea played phenomenally. Palmeiras didn't have any chance because Santos against Palmeiras is the thing. So yeah, no, I think Chelsea deserved.
Now, is Palmeiras one of like the best teams in Brazil historically, or they're kind of coming to the fray lately?
They are very popular historically. In Brazil we have a lot of. I don't know if it's because we like football a lot, but we have a lot of clubs that at certain time were very important and very popular. Palmeiras is one of them. In São Paulo state we have 4 clubs: Palmeiras, Santos, São Paulo, and what's the last one? Jesus Christ.
Vasco da Gama. Corinthians.
Yeah, about Corinthians.
That's the most important one. I'm kidding.
Yeah. And then, you're right. And then in Rio, you have my club, the most important one, Vasco. And then the second club everyone likes, but I don't know why, Flamengo. And then Fluminense and Botafogo.
Botafogo, which is where Bebeto played. Flamengo's where Romario played. I remember.
Yeah, they kept rotating clubs. So, yeah, these clubs and a few more, they are very popular. So Palmeiras is definitely one of them. Gabriel Jesus came from Palmeiras.
Got recruited, and there's a few players. I think there's one player going to Man City. I forgot his name, but I've been hearing his name a lot. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Another game next week. Juventus at Villarreal. Who's going to win that one?
Mate, I think that's a very good one because Juventus has everything to win. Now, Villarreal does play good sometimes. I don't see them, just being there to just play some footy. I think Juventus will win because they have a stronger team. But I'm excited to watch that game actually.
So you think it'll be Juventus that will win it?
Yeah, Juventus 2-1 for me. 2-1.
Manchester United at Atletico. Atletico lost against the last place team in La Liga today. And now, and Man United is trying to find itself with Ralph Rangnick. Sometimes they win, sometimes they draw against bad teams. This game might be close, Andre. Who you got?
Mate, this one will be a good one. So, Atletico is playing very good. We got Suarez, we got the João Felix, strong team. We got the manager that been for years over there. Very good game. I would say if I was to bet, let's go Man United.
Man United.
Just because my friend, Irish friend Jack Smith, he'll go crazy if I don't support the United. So let's go 2-1 United.
2-1 United. Now Fred, who plays for Man United, will he be a starter for Brazil for this World Cup this year?
Do you think so?
No, I mean I'm asking. You think he will be at starter quality?
I don't think so. Not as a starter.
Okay.
I think he might be in the relation But Fred is a good player. Don't get me wrong. But we have very strong players on that position as well. Fabinho, I love Fabinho. Casemiro's strong. We got a few more too. We got this. I think he plays in France. In France, and his name is. He won't come now, but also a very good player, midfielder, defensive midfielder. So we shall see. Fred is a good player. Don't get me wrong.
It's because he plays for a bad club. No, I'm kidding.
Maybe.
Possibly, but they do have Ronaldo. Atletico Madrid has Felipe from Brazil as a defender, and wow, and also Mateus Cunha. So they have two
Yeah.
Brazilians there.
Yes. But I'm actually excited to see Atletico with Suarez, with João Felix. I'm expecting so much from that kid. This kid João Felix. I want him actually to grow some, and actually start playing what he can. Because right now he's just doing the simple thing, cute, nice, but not doing much, man. So let's see.
Okay, and of course the other game later that Wednesday on February 23rd, Ajax at Benfica, another Portuguese team. Ajax, known as a club where they do a lot of development and they also sell their players against Benfica, which historically one of the best teams in Portugal. What do you think is going to happen there?
I have another big friend from Portugal that he supports Benfica. So I'll go against my friends once again, and I'll say Ajax has everything to win, and it won't be easy. It won't be like Manchester City, but I think it will be a tough match. Benfica is a very good play, a very good club. Sorry, but Ajax has more to give. It's the stronger side. I'll say 2-1 Ajax.
2-1. Man, all the games been 2-1.
I like it. I like competitive in it.
School. All the second goals are scored like last in like the 94th minute, right? So
Yeah. And the best. That's the magic of football, man. You don't know until the end comes.
that is the beautiful game, as Pele has put it. The World Cup is later this year. I told you guys in our little WhatsApp group that Brazil is going to win the 22 World Cup. What is your prediction? Is it Brazil, or you're being more realistic than I am? Is some other team?
Look, we gotta be honest. Brazil has a strong side. Tite, our manager, he's known in Brazil to be a fair coach. That meaning he will focus on the long term. He won't focus on the short term. He's not worried about 5-0, 6-0 in a weak side. He's worried about the fine of the World Cup. So I'll take my hat for that. We need that. Now we have a very good, very, very good, um, national teams in Europe. I would love to see France. Must be strong. Um, we can talk Italy
If they qualify,
if they qualify.
they haven't qualified yet.
Um, what about Germany? Germany is a very good side as well.
Havertz.
Ah, very good. Man, I love World Cup. I'm buzzing for the World Cup this year because it will be totally different. December 2022 in a different country. It'll be magic, man.
Brazil has a good record playing in the Middle East, by the way.
True, very true.
So we'll see what.
They like us. We like them.
Yeah, exactly. And I think the Middle East loves Brazil. So I'm just saying. But yeah, World Cup is until November. Towards Thanksgiving is going to be the kickoff, and it'll run towards the almost like the end of December. I believe it's December 18th, so right before Christmas. So different World Cup, Winter World Cup, different. Yeah, we'll just give it a shot. It's going to run through the NFL, so it's going to be quite interesting how they're going to pan these things out. But yeah, that is our Champions League Week 1, round of 16. Pretty excited. Mbappe goes to Real Madrid? Yes or no?
Yes, definitely. Cake has to grow.
The kid
Go
has
on.
to-
Go on.
I love it.
Has to be the captain in Real after a few years playing over there. Yeah, Real needs someone that changes the club now.
How about Haaland? You think he'll go to PSG or Madrid?
You know, that depends on Mbappe. I think
Depends on.
Mbappe has the first option, and then Haaland has the second one. So if Mbappe goes to Real, and I would say so,
Let's do
and
it.
then Haaland on PSG, my Jesus Christ! Imagine PSG. Oof, they'll be just too strong, too strong.
I heard Ronaldo to PSG.
See, those markets, man. This market is just something else. We can never know.
You never know. But
Did you predict Messi in PSG?
I don't having Messi and Ronaldo and PSG in the same team. I don't know. It feels it kind of feels a bit too much.
I don't know, man. It feels perfect for me. With Neymar? Oh,
Ooh, Neymar, I forgot. Neymar, will he ever win a Ballon d'Or?
mate. You know, depending of this year, because he has everything to win the Champions League with PSG.
Perhaps.
He can be a winner for the World Cup with Brazil, and if that comes, then he can win. And then he can win. He has everything to win the Ballon d'Or.
There,
Let's see how he take care of himself.
there you have it. Andre has a big faith. Andre, what is the best way to reach you online to talk to you about soccer?
Like you can find me on Instagram. That's the best way for now. It's Andre.alive. Andre.alive.
A lot.
You
And how
can
you spell the ally
send me.
part?
Sorry?
How do you spell the like the like you spell out your Instagram username?
Yes, it's Andre dot point. Yeah. Alive. ALIVE.
Sounds good. And you can reach us
Yes.
at thesportscast.net or the Sportscast1. Tomorrow we got the Jersey Boys Sports Talk talking about what happened to the Super Bowl. Andre, what you think about the Super Bowl?
Mate, I didn't watch it. As a Brazilian man, didn't watch the Super Bowl. Honestly, I wish I could, but it was right on Valentine's weekend. So
Which you had
things
important things
got
to take
distracted.
care of.
Say it again.
You had important things to
Oh, the
take care
business.
of.
That's very right.
You had a lot of things to take care of, more important things. Anyways, the Sportscast 1 tomorrow, and then, of course, this weekend, no football. Basketball is coming in. The All-Star game is going to be soon. I can't tell you the exact date and things like that. But, hey, Andre, I really appreciate you coming onto the Sportscast. I love soccer, and you love soccer too.
It was a pleasure, mate. It was my pleasure.
And
We keep in touch.
keep in touch, and this was your update.